Hello Year 3 class. Today we are going to learn about length. What is length? Length is often described as the measure of how long something is. For example, how long is this book? And how long is this pencil? Just by looking at these two objects you can see that the book is longer than the pencil. You can measure how long things are, or how tall, or even how far apart they are. These are all examples of length measurement. Now look at these three snakes. They are all different lengths. Which one is the longest and which one is the shortest? Now put them in order from the longest to the shortest, which is just one way of categorising the length of an object. The next point we have to talk about is what you have been measuring with in the past. You may have been measuring with paper clips, your finger, or even your feet, or even your hand. You may have been measuring with straws. Now let's try it with some straws. We'll go back to the book. How many straws long is this book? Let's measure. One. It looks like it's 1.5 straws in length. But now we're in Year 3. We're going to measure the length of things usually using metric units. What are metric units? The metric system includes millimetres, centimetres, metres, and kilometres. The smallest unit of length are called millimetres. A millimetre is about the thickness of a plastic ID card. It is a very small measurement. A centimetre, 1 centimetre, is equal to 10 millimetres. 1 metre is equal to 100 centimetres. A kilometre is equal to 1,000 metres. When we look at measuring using these units, we have to think about what's appropriate. Now let's think about kilometres. We use the measurement unit kilometres to measure when we think about measuring from suburb to suburb. And then we look at metres. You measure in metres for the length of your playground or the length of your house. You measure in centimetres when you're measuring a book or a placemat. You measure in millimetres when you're measuring your fingernail. This is an important thing to keep in mind. Now let's look at some of the measuring instruments which you will be using. Rulers, which measures both centimetres and millimetres. A tape measure, which measures millimetres, centimetres and metres. And how about a trundle wheel, which measures kilometres and metres. Now let's look specifically at a ruler. An important aspect to always remember when measuring is that you must begin at the zero. As you can see in this ruler, there's a little bit of plastic here at the end which you don't include. You must start at the zero. So let's get the centimetres card, and then you put your ruler up to the edge where the zero is. You do not put it at the end like that. You put it using 0, which will give you an accurate measurement. So when we're looking at the ruler, we can see 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres, 3 centimetres, and this ruler goes all the way up to 30 centimetres. The little lines in between, from the 0 to the 1, are millimetres. And there should be 10 in between each centimetre. So you can measure very accurately using a ruler. Another important point to think about is when measuring things like the circumference of your head or a ball or something that's not flat, a ruler would not be appropriate because a ruler can't bend. A piece of equipment that would be appropriate would be a measuring tape like this, which can wrap around your head or wrap around a ball so you can find the accurate length of an object. These are just some important length considerations that you must keep in mind when you're actually measuring things. Thank you for listening to my lesson about length. I hope this gives you insight. Thank you.